Welcome to our first in our four-part series on loving yourself. February is Love Month. Is there a better way to kick off the month than sharing love with yourself? Before we go further with this, I want to share with you because I get a lot of questions. Why do you do your videos from the car? And initially I was doing them because I was in between houses. And once my home was completed, I moved in, yet it felt right to continue from my car. Why? Because many of you do business from your vehicles. Hopefully you're not watching my videos from your vehicle, but you conduct business in your vehicle. So I thought this would be a way to help you connect more to the information that I share with you every week. So off we go to the rest of the first part of this series. So if you're going to love your life, you have to love yourself. Do you love your children unconditionally? On most days you probably do. Do you love yourself unconditionally? Probably not. Why not? What are the thoughts and beliefs you carry that prevent you from doing so? They are blocking you and binding you from living a life of freedom. They have become an old friend, really, that you think you cannot live without. Let's clear them and get on with the business of loving ourselves so we can live a heart-centered and freedom-based life. I love living a heart-centered life. When I first wake up, before I even move my body, I breathe through my heart and tell myself that I love myself. It fills me up with gratitude and expands out to others in my life that I love. There is no ego attached to this because it's heart-centered. Ego lives in the mind, not the heart. I want to share this quote from Louise Hay with you. I love myself. Therefore, I behave and think in a loving way to all people, for I know that that which I give out returns to me multiplied. I only attract loving people in my world, for they are a mirror of what I am. Thank you, Louise. This quote definitely lights me up. I love powerful statements that are stated simply. They have staying power. As you know, I am an intuitive mentor, and I'm also a real estate broker. Though I no longer represent clients, I do my coaching full time. I do I do the real estate work to keep my license active. I'm not sure why, but I just do. I have to take an 8-hour update once a year. Recently, I took my first update for the year and was struck by the critical voice that showed up in my mind as I plugged back into the role of wearing a broker's hat. I stayed in awareness of it, so I was not connected to it. I didn't engage with it. I just watched it go by, those thoughts. I watched them go by. It's like watching someone on stage acting. I hear what the actors are saying, but the words are not mine. I'm just listening, watching, and being entertained. I have to admit that I started giggling at that voice that wanted to take over and disrupt my heart-centered vibe. I share this story because I want you to experience the freedom that I do living a heart-centered life and loving yourself. There is so much more ease, freedom, flow, and a sustained higher vibe that is simply magical, and you deserve it. So try loving yourself on for size. I love that you joined us today. I'll see you next week as we delve deeper into the freedom of loving ourselves.